After years of uncertainty surrounding the Fort Erie Race Track, supporters finally got some good news. Jeff Leal, Minister of Agriculture, visited the track Wednesday, where it was announced that racing would return in 2015.
Well, what it does, it indicates that horse racing is so important to the community of Fort Erie and beyond. And we want to announce today that indeed there will be a racing season in 2015 here at Fort Erie and going beyond. We do know the new consortium, the Live Racing Fort Erie Consortium, they'll be working with new business plans that they'll be submitting to the Ontario Racing Commission. But the fact of the matter is I want to be here to indicate that horse racing will be moving forward in this community to bring stability and confidence to many people who are employed right here at Fort Erie, and it's important.
Sure, absolutely. Wednesday's announcement, coupled with new ownership of the track, have those involved believing that horse racing in Fort Erie is finally headed in the right direction. What will this early head start allow the track to do in your view?
Well, this is just, I think, paramount in the fact that the horse owners and the breeders and the trainers and the jockeys and all of the people that are associated with the track understand that there will be racing next year. It seems like every year we've been February, March, before they even had an idea whether or not we'll be racing. So that uncertainty just is a cloud that hangs over this every year. Now we know it was a 5-year commitment. Last year was our first year. We have 4 years to go on this. We wanted to be an evergreen so that it just keeps rolling over at the end of those 5 years. But this gives the commitment that the government is willing to fund the races that are necessary, or the funding necessary to have the number of races that we had last year.
Mayor Doug Martin and MPP Wayne Gates were happy with the announcement, but both will continue to push the government to reopen the slots that were closed by an OLGC decision in 2012.
I think they recognize that perhaps that was a mistake. The report clearly said it was a mistake, and the impact that it would have giving us the slots back to the city of Niagara Falls is minimal. And I think the Mayor Diodati has clearly indicated he supports having the slots back here. So I think we have everyone in the community saying, you know, perhaps the OLG didn't act properly on this. We see it as being a revenue generator for the province to bring them back. It will help with their commitment to this track as well. We see this as a win-win-win for everybody. Win for the province, win for the OLG, and win for the people of Fort Erie and the racing community.
For this track to survive, we need to have both. We've got to have the racetrack. We've always got the support of the town already. I believe we got the support of the residents. But we need to have gaming here. And what happens with the gaming, it makes sure that the purses are higher. It makes sure that people know it's a long-term commitment, so the horsemen are going to start having more horses. Some of the challenges that we've had here over the last couple of years is some of the races may have 5 and 6 horses. We like to see races that have 8 and 9 and sometimes 10. Some of the reasons for that is the betting goes up, more people are interested, the payouts are bigger, whether it be the exactors or the tries or the wins. So I think that's what has to happen. Gaming is a key part of that. And over the course of the last little while, quite frankly, the last couple months, has been pretty good for this racetrack. You know, we got new developers that have come in and bought it from Nordic, who seem to have a real interest in developing not only the land around here, but an interest in the track, and they're well known here in Fort Erie around other investments that are already here. So I think that was a good announcement. And today, they know that there's a 5-year commitment here. They know there's going to be racing next year. How that spins out on race dates, we all know you can't survive on 37 race dates long term. So we have to find a way to do that. I believe gaming is the way to do it.
In Niagara, you're watching The Source.